Happy Saturday, everybody. This is Brian, and you're watching. Getting ready to pull Clifford out and get him parked because we got to cut the grass around the office here. And it's been so rainy and stormy and wet, and just haven't been able to get to it because the ground retains water so heavily around this area that you have to let it dry out for a few days before you can actually mow, actually really do anything. And I need to address something real quickly. I said something in my oil change video of the Jeep and Clifford that I think deserves a little bit of explanation. When I was doing the test run of the edit of that video, Nate and Flossie both said, you might ought to cut that part out, but I didn't want to do that because I don't want you guys to fear leaving me comments. I don't want that. What I do want is for you to be respectful. Now, let me give you an example of what I mean. I had one person was not a subscriber tell me that I didn't know what I was talking about. I was a bitter, old, fat bastard. And that's the very words he used. I was a bitter, old, fat bastard that made a mistake in purchasing the wrong lawnmower. And that wasn't it at all. And yeah, it's like I said in that video, guys, there's no reason to be ugly. There's no reason to resort to name calling. Do I get everything right? No, I'm a human being. I don't get everything right. But what I do try to do, and you can ask Flossie, if you don't believe me, you can message her and ask her. I drive her absolutely BS crazy, and that's battin' crazy with doing research and watching videos and learning absolutely as much as I can possibly learn before I resort to making a video and passing the information along to you guys. And I do that so you guys won't have to. That comment struck me wrong. And I realize it's ghosts from my past. I realize that up and down. But it struck my nerve the wrong way. And I probably came at that comment a little wrong, and for that I apologize. But if you can't say something, I will take constructive criticism all day long as it's done respectfully. But when you resort to name calling and making fun, especially making fun of someone because they got white hair, guys, I started getting white hair in my 30s. I mean, my family grays and whites very early. I have a relative that started coloring their hair when they were 19 because it's genetic. It just runs in our family. That's neither here nor there. I don't want you to fear leaving me comments. What I do wish and I do request is that when you do leave comments, you're very respectful. You're very respectful. And if you want to say something, say it. Just don't be ugly and resort to name calling. That's childish. And that is something I've said it before and I'll say it again. This is my channel. I do not have to tolerate comments like that. And I'm not going to leave them up for other people to read and possibly get the wrong idea. And I'm not going to leave them up and leave you as a person that's able to find my channel. I will block you. So anyway, that's enough of that. I'm going to get this trailer, I'm going to get this rig moved, and me and Nate's going to get set up, and we're going to get you some footage cutting the grass around the shop. So stick around. Now, while I'm moving and getting this thing situated, I did want to say, if you're new to the channel, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. And if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. I am excited to be growing my channel. I'm excited to be doing what I'm doing. I love doing what I'm doing. I love doing the research. It is actually, I have learned quite a bit doing it myself. And I love being able to do it and present it to you. So if you are new to the channel, don't be afraid to click that subscribe button. It would help out the channel. It would help me grow and move me up further in the algorithm. So anyway, be sure and click the like button also. Click the notification bell and share my videos. So we're going to get you set up. We're going to get the mowers unloaded and we're going to get going. So stick around. Guys, that was a job. I don't know how well you can see it. Let me take this camera off here and walk you across the road over here. You saw how high that grass was. Every time you saw me making passes back across it, I had dropped the deck 1/4 of an inch every time. That's what it looks like now. But I did want to show you something. There's a culvert right there that goes under the street and drains down the road down there. Don't you look how wet that's the lowest spot in the yard right there. The well we used to have was right over in there. And this whole area here, the water table in here is so high, that stays like that no matter how wet, no matter how dry it is. That area right there stays about like that right there. So I don't like cutting it when it's that wet, but a lot of times you have no choice. But anyway, I'm gonna get everything loaded up and we're gonna call it a day. Y'all stay tuned. Boys and girls, that's it. Well, I believe we're back where we started. Get this rig backed in here, parked, and we'll conclude this video. All right, I got her in here, or got him in here, and that's the end of it. As I said before in the beginning of the video, I appreciate y'all being here. I appreciate you sticking with me and being faithful. And if I offended anybody by what I said, I do apologize. That was not my intent. But when you've worked as hard as most YouTubers do to get where we are, to get where I am, which is not very far, but you know, I'm enjoying every aspect of the journey. I love reading the comments, those that are nice and constructive. And I realize not every comment is going to be that way. I get that. But there's a difference of being constructive and being a tailhole. I mean, that's just the only way to say it. But anyway, that's enough of that, guys. I hope you'll stay with me. I hope you'll subscribe to the channel if you're new. And I appreciate you being here. I really, really, really do. But anyway, this is Brian with Big South Outdoors TV, reminding you to live big, live Southern, and live outdoors. Until we meet again, folks, have a good one.